right, all right. We back. We back. We're gonna talk some crypto. We're gonna talk some AI. I got the homie Cal. Um, you know what? Yeah, I've been outside of you, and you're the second you're the second guy that I've ever had on for like specifically crypto, because my guy
Okay.
Darius Rob is he's into it. But let's just get right to it, and then I want to get to your
Okay.
background in a minute. But why do you guys getting or why are you guys getting so much pushback when you mention the word crypto? What is it about crypto blockchain that frightens urban folk like nothing else I've never seen before? Why are they so quick to reject what obviously works, right?
Mm, uh, well, man, there's so many ways to go that I'll just say it like this. First of all, okay, here's the thing. Everything they say about crypto is true.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is a lot of the people that feel some type of way about crypto being a Ponzi scheme and all that, they're right. They're not lying.
Okay.
Their intuition is very, very attuned. Now, me being in um, IT, me being in computer engineering systems, me working for different companies, me being on computers my whole life, me being in cryptocurrency for 4 years now, and this has been a crazy 4 years. I've done touched everything. So I'll give an example. I've bought crypto. I've moved crypto to different exchanges. I've bought NFTs. I've made NFTs. I've went in metaverses. I've transferred on different exchanges because you have centralized exchanges, you have decentralized
Right.
exchanges.
Right.
I have made meme coins on Dex Screener on Solana. These are the little quick coins that are the meme coins. Give an example. Come Rocket, Dumb Diddy shit, Trump's asshole. They literally make coins like this and they shoot up by 10,000, 20,000% within 5 minutes, and then whoever created it takes all the liquidity and destroys the coin just like that. Right.
Right.
I've been a part of when you go on decentralized exchanges, I've seen decentralized exchanges poof like this. Everybody's money gets yanked. We don't got no response, no email, no nothing. It's just like, oh shit, that exchange disappeared. What happened to my fucking money? Right? I've had crypto advisors, right? When I very first got in, I gave a dude who took 1,200 of my dollars because I had like 1,000 Dogecoin and 1,000 of some other coin. He's a crypto advisor. So he took my $1,000 and he blew it up to $90,000. So I asked him, I said, well, how you do that? He winked. The coin that he put it in, I'll never forget. It was a coin called World of Waves. It went up by 1,000,000%. That's and I asked him. I says, "How you do that? How did you know this coin?" He winked. So once he gave me the little computer wink. So once he gave me the computer wink, I was like, oh, "Okay, I know what's going on some whack 100 shit." I was like, "Niggas getting down around here. I know exactly what the hell's going on." So I'm gonna tell you that yes, cryptocurrency is one of the biggest money laundering, sex trafficking, money maneuvering schemes in our life. Yes, you can make money in it. Yes, it's going to control the world. Yes, every and each and everything we do going forward from now until 2030 will be predicated on the metaverse, AI, universal based income, and cryptocurrency. And I'm willing to bet my life on it. I'm not just somebody that's talking because, oh my God, no. I'm in the computer field. I see what's going on. I have to keep updated on AI technologies and softwares all the time. I have to be updated on crypto all the time. If when they release the new Apple Pro Vision glasses and Meta, all that shit, I have to look at all that shit because in our career field, you got to know what's
Got
going
to
on.
stay on. Right.
You don't know what's going on. Your
Right.
job is you're going to get replaced by an Indian. The same Indians they was fighting on Twitter, you're going to get replaced by. No
Shout
shots,
out to
no
H1B.
disrespect. I've got to keep it. They're coming. I've been in companies where the whole damn department was jihad season. No cap. I was like, what the hell? The whole department. It just not no white dudes. So at least with the white dudes, it'll be comfortable. They'll be cool. It's whole jihads. You can't understand what they're saying. They disrespectful. They combative. All types of stuff. So it's not a joke. And to answer your question, the reason why Black people need to be taking note of cryptocurrency is because we always last to the party,
Okay.
and then we always wondering why we don't run shit. Right? We want to be last to the party. Let them get in, infiltrate it, create regulation, gut it out, do they little weird shit that they do behind the scenes, and then we want to hop in there because oh now it's comfortable. You can't do that, right? I'm saying this for anybody going forward in all avenues: real estate, stocks, bonds, certificate deposits. All of this stuff is going to be tokenized on the blockchain probably in 2 years, if not before then, right? And to give reference for that, go look at what BlackRock is doing. Go look at what Fidelity is doing. Go look at what Blackstone is doing. Go look at what what's the other big company? Fidelity. I think it's BlackRock, Fidelity, and the other one,
Vanguard is another one.
Vanguard. Go look at where they're putting all of their money when it's not gold and silver and sex trafficking little boys and little girls. Go look at what they do with their money. Those shots, I'm just gonna keep it 100. All of their money is building up the blockchain. So we need to be worried about it because look, the next stimulus check, I can guarantee you, whenever little event they happen, if you know, you know,
Mm.
he's going to probably be on a CBDC, which is a central banking digital currency. Simple and plain. There's no other way to say it. If you go look at it, um, if you go to the FedNow website, if you go to the FedNow website, you can find it's called Vitality and another one called Drip. It says in the FedNow website, FedNow is the IRS's
Mm-hmm.
Federal Reserve banking solution. You can go on there right now and they have Ripple, XRP, and Herdera Hashgraph HBAR as one of the coins in the future that would be used for cross-border payments. You can also go on there right now and it says ISO 222 protocol. ISO 222 protocol is the electronic exchange of messages, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the next system after the Swiss credit and debit system. If you go on there right now, ISO 222, it'll tell you XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Quant, and IOTA. So if it's sitting right there, they telling you, White Daddy not hiding it. He ain't got time for you niggas. He telling you, hey, you either finna understand what the fuck going on, or when we give you this CBDC and this chip, so you go get your medicine at Walgreens, get on. I wish that I could, because see, the part that people are attracted to for crypto is the volatility.
Right.
But the thing about the volatility, people don't even know. If I ask you, Sly, why do you think Bitcoin is worth $190,000 right now? Could you tell me?
I couldn't tell you.
So I'm going to give you a clue. If I told you that the guy that created the biggest stable coin in the world was a Disney actor, would you believe me?
I would. I would think anything's possible. I would listen to it.
The next thing, if I told you, is what if I told you Jeff Epstein has a big ass role in development of cryptocurrency on two sides?
I'd
What would
believe
you
that.
say?
I yeah, I believe that.
So the reason why crypto is the way that it is first of all the creator Satoshi Nakamoto.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can find the guy. They've never spoken to him. They've never seen him. He's never called him on the phone. He comes from a message. He comes from a group called the Cypherpunks.
Mm-hmm.
The Cypherpunks was the little nerds back in the 80s and 90s that created all the technology, PGP, Facebook, Instagram, all the stuff that we use, they created it.
Right.
So he branched off from that group. Now, Slot, the main question I'm gonna ask you is, what happened in 2008?
The housing crash, the bubble, the
And the next year, what was created?
okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, fast forward to 3 years. Bitcoin was doing this little thing, doing this and there. Brock Pierce, I'm gonna name him. Brock Pierce is a Disney actor from the Mighty Ducks 1 and 2. He was a child actor who's responsible for the Tether Foundation. If you know anything about Tether, Tether is the biggest stable coin across the world. $132 billion of Federal Reserve money from our own bank, our own government is involved in Tether. Tether, basically, I'm gonna tell you what a stable coin is. A stable coin is a one-to-one representation of a crypto. So in order for you to get your crypto from one crypto to another, it's called a liquidity pair. Usually they use Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, or USDC. So when I transfer one coin to another, I have to transfer that coin into Tether to buy that coin on that exchange. So Tether is used across the world. What if I told you Tether is the biggest Ponzi scheme since Enron?
Oh God.
The government's tried to audit them 15, 17 times and they've always let them go.
Okay.
What if I told you that one of Trump's dudes, his name is Ron Ankelman, I'm actually going to show some of this. He's connected to buying a piece of Tether and he just got fined by the SEC for it as soon as he got in. Nobody talks about this. Nobody's talking about how these dudes are cleaning up shop in crypto. That Jeff Epstein's imprint is all over crypto. Jeff Epstein was cool with Brock Pierce. He was cool with Donald Trump. He's cool with Ron Ackelman, the guy that's connected to Tether. Him and Epstein was best friends. So yes, everything that people say about crypto is true. See, I look at the deeper part of it. Yeah, I look at making the money and shit, but the truth be told, if you ain't got anywhere from $50 to $100,000 to put in a coin and play the game right, or you gonna get on the decentralized, was it DeFi, to where you? I'm giving an example. I had a homeboy. His name is what is his name? Ray. So Ray, my crypto dude, man. I'm heavy in it, but he was in it longer than me.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the first guy that told me majority of people that got rich off Ethereum, it came off of airdrops. You do airdrops come from the beginning of a project. So when they do a project, they have people go on that blockchain. It's a testnet, and they move around and they do staking and they do different protocols, and then they give you an airdrop from it. So a lot of people got, when they did the Ethereum testnet, a lot of people got like 250,000 Ethereum at the time. Ethereum wasn't that much. A lot of people wasn't buying Ethereum because if you know Ethereum, Ethereum's gas fees are crazy. So let me give an example of a gas fee. When you take money from one exchange to another exchange, you got to do a gas fee. But when you take it from a centralized exchange to a decentralized exchange, the gas fees is crazy. We talking every time you move your crypto, it's on a smart contract. That smart contract pops up and says, do you want to move this? Yes. What's the slippage? Slippage is when you're making a transaction, you have to be able to give a little bit more crypto so that if the slippage goes up, you can pay for it or it's going to
Right.
kick back out.
I got you. I got you.
So the whole thing with that is if you go on them Ethereum platforms, to put $500 on Ethereum going to cost you $100. If the traffic is crazy. At night, the traffic is better. But during a regular thing, it costs money.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started seeing how much money it costs, I said, what's the odds that I was like, something don't make sense because a lot of this shit I'm seeing, first of all, the government already came out and said that most people don't make above $60,000. So I started thinking like, okay, where's all this money coming from? Because this shit not making sense. Because the money's one thing. The skill to move the money is another. The understanding of what crypto to stay in long enough is another. And then to take it out is a whole nother appliance. So when they saying, oh man, it's some 15-year-old that put 50K, that put 15K, I'm like, show them to me. Show them to me. I want to know a 15-year-old that has 50,000 or 15,000 to move like that. Show them to me.
Well,
This ain't Fortnite. Show them to me.
well, let me ask you this. Given
Mm-hmm.
the history of urban folks dealing with the stock markets, we get our butts kicked
Yes.
as a collective.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Mm-hmm.
would you expect them to fare any better in the crypto market?
Okay. um. First of all, I'm gonna say our people. I hate to say this. I love our people. I try. Our people don't do well in financial institutions or financial instrumentations or investments because number one, they don't like to do their due diligence on not just what they're investing in, but when you're involved in finances, you got to know everything. Like you got to know what corporations don't like each other, what countries might be going to war, what geopolitical situation, if it's a Federal Reserve meeting, if it's an earnings report, because during the Federal Reserve meeting and the earnings report, stocks are middle of the ground. So that's 3 to 4 times a year that it's going to be just like this unless you're a great investor. right? Another thing about that is the peak season of trade is usually from like 9 to 12. After that, it's a short shot. Most of the money made is within that window of 9 to 12 to 1. After that, if you're really good, okay, you're gonna make your money do that, whatever. That takes a lot of awareness and patience. Our people not patient. They
Sir,
feel
that
like they
that
finna
sounds like
hustle.
work. That sounds like work. Let's be honest.
Super work, super work. Like our people not pay. Like what our people want to do, because there's multiple ways. A lot of times with crypto, I'm gonna do it for stocks and crypto.
Yeah.
So for stocks, this is just from stuff I've studied. There's the buy and hold method, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's dividends every quarter. There's day trading, right? There's futures, and then there's options.
Right.
Futures is something you kind of got to. You have to have a little bit of a guru that kind of tells you and shows you the pattern. For day trading, you need to be able to go off the Fibonacci retracement,
Mm-hmm.
right? To know when it's going to go up and down, and you got to ride the wave. You really have to be intense for that 3 hours. Like you got to be able, okay, it's going to go up. Let me put a call, or it's going to go down. Let me put a put. You have to be able to look and say, all right, I got to get in here, get out here. Within these next 3 4 hours, I'm gonna make the majority of my money. Most dudes, they not trying to pay attention to like you can't even. I'm trying to be respectful. You can't get niggas to concentrate on anything outside some ass. So it's just like that is what it is.
Oh no,
So when you say, yeah,
no,
so when you say, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. I know. I agree because there was times when I used to do the forex trading. If like I
Mm.
had to block out hours, turn the phones off, and just focus on the pips. And after time, it's like I can't realistically. I can't do this because I got too much going on. And um, who? So let's do this. Let's take it back.
Niggas don't got no attention span outside no ass or no chains or no drugs. I'm just keep 100. I've tried to talk to black people about even black people that are educated and stuff like that. They not trying to leave white daddy enough to pay attention to some shit. I have to battle it my damn self. I be on niggas ass. I feel like I'm niggas dads. I ain't got time for that shit. Like no, I see I see why everybody can't get on the train. There's no shots.
No,
But what I would say to why people need to be worried or why they need to be paying attention to crypto is it's not the future. It's already here.
mm-hmm.
It's not one of those things like, oh man, I got prepared. Trust and believe all of them dudes that Trump put around him. David Sachs, the other they get what's his name? The other guy he put Ron whatever for as a crypto guard.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Elon Musk. Every single one of them are getting ready for this bull run to pimp this shit out of all of these coins. Like it's not if it's the days of getting rich in crypto. They damn near over. I hate to say that, but even this next bull run, it's going to be a lot of people that make some money. But I always question, okay, you made the money. It's on the exchange. Now, how are you going to cash that out and send it to your bank with no problems?
Okay. Now, ooh,
Mhm.
there's so many different questions I want to ask you. First thing, let me
Go
ask
ahead.
you, why is it? It seems to me that the crypto bros are not as united. Because because as soon as I get done with this live stream, I'm gonna shoot you Ty City's email because
Mhm.
you need to be over there when he's having his crypto streams. And when he has these
Mhm.
crypto streams, you guys are not. Everyone has their own opinion on where it's supposed to. I'm like, wait. If we all see where the movement is going, and we all see what coins are popular, and we all see what they're prepping, why are you guys not on the same page as far as okay, we all agree this is what's going to happen, where the next moves are going to make? Why not so division, but just difference of perspective and opinions, and you guys all do the same thing for to a certain extent, right?
Okay. All right. First of all, if we've learned anything about people in America, we can't get niggas to decide the same food, the same clothes, the same. The only thing niggas share is the same hoes for some reason. Everything else they want to be different, but they share the same women. I don't. You figure it out. I can't.
Okay.
Um. So here's the thing about crypto. There are three types of people in crypto. It's nerds, vultures, and then government agency people. Right. the people that usually have the most beef with each other are the nerds and the venture capitalists.
Okay.
The thing about the venture capitalists, and what I mean by venture capitalists are business minded type people, where they understand the money of crypto, but they don't understand the technology.
Okay.
So they're not gonna agree because they're trying to follow the money, right? And the thing about that they don't understand is the money that y'all following can dry up like this. Example: when I very first went to crypto meetings, there used to be dudes that would talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Nice suited white dudes come up there, European, just sitting there dropping, talking about Bitcoin, how it was so great, so finite, decentralized, it can't be hacked, it's almost good as gold, blah blah blah. Sitting there talking that stuff. So one time, I guess they asked my opinion. It's like, yeah, what you think? I was like, well, I think y'all full of shit because if you actually study technology and look in there, first of all, technology upgrades every day. So to say that this is the latest and greatest and that nothing can be hacked, that you can't be in technology to be saying that shit because shit gets broken all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What's that new quantum algorithm? I think it's Wither or Willow that
Mm-hmm.
just came out. They
Yep.
figured out can now go into different parallels and universes. I was like, we've been known for a while that a quantum computer can break Bitcoin like this. They was well, yeah. But I was like, cut it the fuck out because I was like, look, I get it. Everybody got to hustle, but y'all sitting there just telling people to get in shit, but y'all not really telling the layers. And the reason why people are divided, first of all, this shit like NFL. Everybody got their team. So you got people, oh man, I'm Cardano. Oh man, I'm XRP.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm Ethereum. Oh man, I'm a meme coins. Oh man, I'm in AI coins. Oh man, I'm in real world asset coins. Oh man, I'm in deep coins. Everybody got their thing. Now, whenever you like Bitcoin people, you can't tell Bitcoin people shit.
Not a damn
They not
thing.
trying to get nothing.
Right. Right.
You right, and I tell them all the time. I'm like, so I'll be like, so your coin was funded by Jeff Epstein, right? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, and I ask them because I used to get in debate with them all the time. I say, okay, so why is Bitcoin worth the money? They'll say some, oh, Bitcoin's worth all that money because of the electricity that it takes to mine it. I was like, that shit sound good,
Uh-huh.
but I need something. You know what I mean? You gotta give me some whatever. Whenever I tell them Tether, I said, when's the timeline that Bitcoin started to explode? 2012, 2013, which is when Tether was created and they started pumping money into Bitcoin. If you look at, let me give an example. If you look at since Trump has been elected, they've been pumping and minting Tether. I think it was what, $2 billion or something like. They've been pumping and minting it since. They've calmed down now. That's why the market has relaxed. They pumped an unheard amount of Tether into the market. Ironically, his man was, I think his name is Ron. Let me get his name. His name is Howard Luxton, and it's a company called Cantor Fitzgerald. They got sued by the SEC not too long ago, and he had to pay a fine like $6.25 million or something like that. But Bitcoin people don't know. I'm not even gonna be nice. Fuck it. People be in crypto, but they don't understand the technology. They don't understand the history. We learn from our metaphysical teachers, Steve Coakley, Dr. Dale Blair. Do your research before you get in something. You got to know where it started. A lot of people don't care because they just trying to make money. But when this shit get pumped and dumped, that's why they asses be looking crazy, right? That's why with what happened, USD Terra Luna, the Terra Luna situation, the FTX situation. The SEC is damn near sued every company in crypto
Mm-hmm.
because they've been all getting money but not paying nothing. Binance thought they were sneaky. They thought they were slick for like till 2020. They was getting money. That's all. We just gonna leave the country. SEC said, "No, nah, nigga, you gotta pay us for them 4 years that your ass was over here,
Right.
and your man's gotta go to jail, and we need that $4 billion, and he gotta pay 150 million, and he got out just before Trump got elected, which I thought was weird. But like, nah, the reason why people need to be aware of crypto is because they're doing a lot of maneuvering, and the same people that are in the traditional money, real estate, stocks, and what they're in this, they're heavy in this. They're all around in this. When I go to crypto meetings and stuff like that, it ain't us there. it ain't us. It's not this. That's not there. You might get one or two. It's them. They heavy and they don't know what the hell they be talking about and be trying to sell whatever they can to people. Like people don't, you know what I mean? Like it's really crazy. It's a crazy game.
So let's go back in time a little bit.
Mhm.
Let's talk about your accomplishments, your certifications, your
Okay.
degrees, and
Okay.
how did you? What was the lure for crypto for you?
Okay. My story a little different, but I rock with it. So I went to school for computer science slash digital gaming. I went to Warden Junior College, then I ended up going to U of A's Victoria. I got out. I started doing PC refresh desktop at a hospital, um, Memorial Hospital, for 9 months. Was about to get promoted. My contract dried up. Started working for another company called MD Anderson, another hospital. My contract dried up after that. I started working for a local government, Harris County government, as a QA software tester. Did good for that. Stayed there for 2 years. While I was there, my last little year, I got my CH. So I was like, because I was like, man, my dad, he's just like, yeah, you need to be trying to get into the security field, blah, blah. So, I got my CH, which I studied hard for that thing. Took a lot to kind of get some mid level certification. Um, I got in an accident, cut my hand, four tennis, two digital nerves. So I had to, I had to deal with that right after I got the cert. So I finished out my last year. I did an interview for BP first, IT security. Killed it, right? Even the black dude that was supposed to be my manager was like, hey man, you know more than me, man. You gotta get in here. White dude. I'm not gonna blame the white man. I'm not gonna blame the white man, but I am gonna say this. Well, one thing about it, I remember the white dude in the interview, he's just like, yeah, man, you know everything. It was one thing I didn't know. And I think that's what got me, which is cool. It is what it is. It works out the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm I'm trying to figure it out because my hand is going crazy and because I just had my accident, I'm rehabbing, it didn't go too well. Trying to figure out some things spiritually. So I actually went to Peru to
Okay.
go do ayahuasca in the jungle, in the middle of the jungle for like I was supposed to be there for 3 weeks. I did it for 2 weeks. So I go do that. Um, And yeah, it was crazy, nasty work. I wouldn't have done it in hindsight, but and we really in the jungle. Piranha, leopards, like, nah, this ain't. I just want to go do ayahuasca in the church in Mexico. Like, I'm really there. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
so I do that. I come back. I start doing. I had to do Uber and stuff to come back, get myself together. I started working for another company called ECU for software testing. That contract went out. Boom. All right. It's 2020, 2021. My homeboy. Shout out to my boy Jerry, Jerry Ochina. This when cryptos explode. So it's exploding. Hey man, I just bought a $600,000 house. He's like, and you know how I got it? He's like, cause you got me. I got him a job at Memorial Herman. So he's like, yo, you already know how I got this job. You know how much I make. I got this shit from crypto. I said, because he used to be saying XRP and Ripple and blah blah. And during the time, I put money in it, but I didn't really start to like get into it and learn it at the time because I was, worried about other things in life. So when he did that, um, I remember being at my mom's apartment, kind of looking for stuff, and I was like, you know what? I need to try to figure out what this is about because he doing his thing. I ain't hating. I'm not at all. I was like, but I need to understand what the hell is going on. So I just started looking for stuff, started researching stuff, learn as much as I could. The
How was
little
the
the little scammy.
how was the learning
Go ahead.
curve for you when you started to
For
get
me,
into? Yeah.
well, look. See, this is the thing. I'm a computer person, so it just like I don't know. It's almost like it was like I was supposed to be in this
Okay.
because I'm like one day I was in a room with some older ladies and they asked me somebody was talking about crypto and I was saying something. They're like, "Oh my god, you know a lot about crypto." I was like, "Not really. Like, I'm in it. So since I'm in it, like we kind of know there's certain things you got to pay attention to. Plus, I'm talking to my homeboy Jerry about crypto all the time. Every day 3 4 hours talking about it. I'm going to go research, look at it. Coin market, crypto bubble, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. I done went to crypto meetings because I was in Dallas at the time. They got a lot of crypto meetings. I'm going to all the meetings that I can. I'm hearing people talk. I'm listening, this and that. I'm researching, everything about business, investments, gold, silver, certificates, deposits, interest, dividends, yield farming, staking. I'm just like picking it all up because I'm like, well, in my mind, that's what we got to know all this stuff, right? Because we
Mm-hmm.
need to try to touch it or whatever, whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, metaverses, NFTs, putting it out. It's like we ain't had no choice because it's like, well, I gotta just keep learning because it's like we got to. So I think I had like $4,000 saved up, and I put that in XRP. Then when I was like serious, after I learned a little bit, I was like, all right, let me go ahead and try to do some things. So I took out a 20K loan on my car that I had at the time, right? Um, I I put some money in a coin called Quant and Shiba Inu because everybody's like, oh yeah, you gotta put some money in Shiba Inu. It's like Dogecoin, blah blah blah, whatever. So I put like 800 in there and went up to 5,000. I put some money in Quant and I think that went up to 5,000 or something of that nature because it went from like I bought it at 70, it went up to like 500.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm like, all right, cool. But this is how they get you because these are psychological things. Because this is the once you see something go up, you're hooked. Because now it's the oh man, it's like gambling. It's like damn,
Yeah.
if I put this, we call them niggonomics. Niggas be like, yeah, bro. If I put $100 in here and that shit go up to 100,000, bro, I 100x my money, and it's like that's we all running with it. Like that's the number one thing. Is dudes be like, bro, this coin's all time high was like this, bro. So like if I play with like and now that we're informed and we seasoned, we'll be like, that's cool, but what white daddy company is involved? Like who's gonna pump it?
Okay.
Like
Why is
mm,
crypto being positioned to black people like it's going to be the answer to get around the white man's banking system? Because that's if you ask the average,
slide be asking the questions, gonna get a nigga banned and
I'm just
charged up.
saying,
That's
you
you know these crumb session niggas gonna do a lot. So I'm first of all, look, man, I'm gonna keep it 100. The only thing that's gonna save you for what seems to be about to happen, let's just use logic. If crypto can be tracked, controlled, maneuvered, if they can track criminals
yeah.
who are using crypto for money laundering, sex trafficking, and child pedophilia, why do you goofy niggas think you're gonna make $300,000-$400,000 and nobody's gonna see anything?
Well, you know what? Maybe it's more the
Oh
conscious
no,
community.
no, go ahead.
Well, no, yeah, because that's how I seen it being propositioned to urban folk on maybe the hotep side of things. Like, hey, this is an alternative to the banking. You can make money this way, and no taxes, and it's clean, and it's hidden. Blah blah blah.
I'm sorry. You said what? It's a nigga that just got grabbed up not too long ago for
Right,
not
right,
paying no
right. They
crypto.
start. Yeah,
What are you talking about?
yeah, yeah.
Which nigga they ask you on your tax return, do you got any volatile
That's
assets?
right.
What are you talking about?
That's right.
And see, look, man, I ain't gonna disrespect put nobody names out there, but I'm gonna say this: crypto is not going to save the world. Anybody that tells you that shit, tell them take your ass going on. Let's tell them like to going on. Take your ass on. I'm in crypto. I'm telling you right now, this shit is going to be watched and regulated heavily.
Yeah,
When you come snatching greasy niggas, think that when this bull run happened to you, yeah, man, I made 2 million because these niggas can't hold water.
yeah.
They from the front, stunt, change, cars, new hoes, new baby mamas, same old, same old. What do you think Uncle Sam finna do? Trump came out here not too long ago and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna try to get rid of income tax." Goofy nigga came back out a week. Nah, we ain't gonna get rid of income tax, but we gonna get rid of sales tax and overtime tax. We gonna do all right. Then the nigga said, "Yeah, we gonna get rid of tax on crypto." I said, that's cool. Like, so how you think you're gonna pass that in the Senate
Mhm.
and the House? I would love to know.
Oh
Like,
no,
you know.
that's not gonna happen.
I,
Um,
so I was like, I was like, oh you, so I was like, oh, so you dumb niggas falling for it again, huh? All right, I tell you what, these niggas gonna get look. What's the IRS been doing lately, Sly?
hiring more workers to so they can start
Didn't they
tracking.
hire like 100,000 people 2 years ago? That's just quiet, sitting in the cut.
Yeah,
We ain't heard them say nothing for years. They just been in the back chilling.
yeah.
So why would you hire? So the IRS hiring people, but everybody else firing people. Make it make sense.
Hmm.
Who you think they waiting for?
Oh,
Who you think
yeah,
they finna go after?
yeah, yeah. Well, let me ask you this. So, is it? Let me know if I'm wrong, but at some
Uh-huh.
point, coins will be issued through banks, right? It will be backed by some one of these major banks, and
All of them, all of
okay,
them. Bank of
oh,
America, J.P. Morgan, you name them. I can show
okay.
you. They imprint all over. J.P. Morgan own MetaMask. If people didn't know that, go ahead.
So that will that now moving forward will be the new way of conducting business transactions. Let's say they get rid of Swift, they get rid of all these other.
Everything,
Okay,
everything
okay,
will be tokenized on the blockchain.
okay.
Everything.
So now,
Certificate deposits, liens, titles, mortgages, what birth certificates, right? Death certificates. Everything will be tokenized on the blockchain going forward.
okay, when you say tokenized, I'm asking you to dumb it down for me. What does that
Okay.
look like to the average
So
non-crypto person 10 years from now?
10 years from now, that looks like everything will be digital. You will own nothing
Okay,
and be okay with it. That's exactly what that looks like. So
okay,
I'm gonna give an example. When you have a kid, you're not gonna sign it on paper. They're gonna have a digital form, da da da.
yeah.
Once you sign it, it's gonna be imprinted on the blockchain. It's gonna be kept there for years, forever.
Now, will there be multiple blockchain holders, or will be one centralized area that sprouts out the different companies that have access to different companies per se?
So that's the thing about it. That's what we're still trying to figure out
Okay.
because they're very cryptic about how they do it. Right. I'm gonna give an example. Um, in crypto, we have layer ones and layer twos. Layer ones would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. Layer twos would be Polygon, Flared Network, and other coins that are built on other layered
Mm-hmm.
cryptos that are already established.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What we're trying to understand is when are they going to merge everything? Because the merge is coming. We're
Okay.
hearing it slowly,
Okay.
right? Because Jim Cramer, Warren Buffett, all the who's who in business are, if you notice, they're slowly changing their conversations.
Yeah.
It went from it's not good, it's bad, it's this, it's that, to oh man, this is the new emphasis, this is the new representation for gold. This is going to be, you know what I mean? Because if it's finite and how much and how it's only 21 million Bitcoin
Mm-hmm.
and we can't make any more, this will be the most valuable commodity on planet Earth.
Okay. Now, I ask you, the
Mm-hmm.
hackers. Um, so if we have a decentralized setup that has multiple
Mm-hmm.
access to different entities for your
Mm-hmm.
crypto in whatever forms are in digital. Where where's the weak point in that system, cybersecurity wise per se? Where the danger in lies?
Well, it's kind of hard. So a lot of the stuff you see going on with crypto and like exchanges getting hacked and weird things happening, from my opinion, it's kind of hard to hack crypto because you have two-factor authentication,
Okay.
which brings crypto, what is it, cryptology or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to hack that. What I see happen more often than not, right? Number one, most people's phones are already compromised. Most people's computers are already compromised.
Right.
There are backdoors, worms, viruses, emails. People have already opened up a lot of doors for people to do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, a lot of times when things happen to certain exchanges, self caused for whatever reason you may feel. I I will say there's a lot of backdoors and everything in general. I'm gonna give an example. Ethereum that we have now is not the original Ethereum, right? So Ethereum just upgraded from Ethereum to Ethereum 2.0.
Two point.
But
Right. Right.
before
Right.
that Ethereum,
Yep.
you had Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic, the original Ethereum got hacked.
Okay.
So they had to fork it, which means create another lane within that blockchain to create the Ethereum that they had into the Ethereum 2.0, right? Exchanges, decentralized exchanges,
Mm-hmm.
used to get hacked all the time, right?
Okay.
Like before 2020, crypto was the wild, wild west. Like niggas getting they shit snatched quicker than a random
Yeah,
nigga.
right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like so, people are lucky now because um it's not as crazy,
Okay.
right? Because a lot of times people don't really be on the decentralized exchanges like that. First of all, they're banned. A lot of them you have to use a VPN to get on,
Okay.
right? Example, I used to use BitTrue, I used to use Betfinance, I used to use BitSmart, I used to use Qcoin. You got to use a VPN for now. That's happened in the last year. Once the SEC started tackling everybody, they got the hell out of Dodge. It's like, yeah, you got to be from this country to get on. Even Binance, but once Binance left, you can only get on Binance if you use a VPN.
Okay. Two questions.
Mm-hmm.
Will they eventually limit the number of official coins moving forward? Right. I can't see J.P. Morgan not having its own official coin versus competitor coins. Like any other product or any other commodity, you'll have competition, but they're not. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I can't see them having 10,000 different types of coin options and it not be backed by somebody that's an
No,
oligarch per
not,
se.
not, not, that's a great question. The
Okay.
whole thing, the whole situation that we're in for crypto is 9 times out of 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, a lot of these coins are going to be killed off when there's a real crash.
Okay.
My speculation, I've studied this for a little minute, is that one day there will be something that happens to Tether,
Okay.
right? Once something happens to Tether, because Tether is most coins' liquidity pair,
Mm-hmm.
I expect a lot of coins to die off because they don't have any utility. They don't do anything. They're
Mm-hmm.
just you're putting money in it because you're doing economics of what I could get if it goes up or it gets pumped up or during a bull run,
Mm-hmm.
right? That works if if you had the free market, right? This next bull run would be different because now white daddies all over the place, all over the place. And all of these dudes is geared up. Like, look, do you remember what Trump said about Bitcoin back in 2020?
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. I think that's why most people were like, okay, well, he's a businessman. If he knows what he's saying, if he says it's bad, then it's bad. And yeah.
Okay. What the fuck is he saying now?
Oh, listen, flip flopping like a fish out of water. Yeah.
That boy twerking on the Bitcoin icon now. He twerking on it. Like he just like, oh man, it's great. Da-da. But funny enough, his son just bought a crypto exchange.
Right.
So they sit up there and be doing all that mudslinging about how Democrats buy stocks
Yes.
and do that. But your son got an exchange, and your dude that you use as a crypto guard, he's banned from doing business in New York. The guy I'm talking about, um, what's his name? Ron Lugnitz. Your dude is involved in Tether. I think he took like 6% of their reserves, so he got like $600 million or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he did that, they got fined by the SEC. So you wasn't rocking with Bitcoin, but now you got an exchange, and your homeboys are part of one of the most infamous, non-audited, most talked about stable coins that has a very controversial history connected to your old homeboy Jeff Epstein.
Okay, let me ask you
Make it make
this: wouldn't it make
mm-hmm.
more sense to demonize something you're not a part of, or you won't have control over until years down the road? Because it makes no
Okay.
sense. I'm only asking because this is what you mentioned Trump. Okay, now I'm like, okay, why would he back something that he has no stake in it, no money, nothing tangible? He can't put his people in it to to reap the benefits of it. Is that fair enough to say?
Understand.
Okay.
I mean, don't act shy, Sly. You've been doing this. You've
Hey,
been doing this
hey, no,
research game long
don't
enough
you do
to
that
know
to
what
me?
the fuck
No,
is going on around here. I'm
don't you
just
do that
saying
to me, Ricky Bobby. That's
you
what
would
we
know better
don't
than
do.
me, man. I'm a student, man. I'm a student of the game. You know what time it is.
That's not,
You know. Look, the white daddy ain't like us. If he talking about it, he fucking.
yeah.
He don't friend on shit. He not like that. Like if they and what I think happened was because if you kind of follow the campaign, somebody set him down and said, "Hey, look,
Yep.
this is what we about to do.
Yeah.
We gonna put you on. You gonna get your dual lot ass up there and say everything that you need to say that's right, and you gonna get this money. So what you want to do? Because the other option is you can go to jail.
We gonna do this
Which
with
you
or
which
without you.
you Maxwell in there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And after that, he then switched the program. I knew something was weird when he came out at the one of the little Bitcoin things or whatever, and he just was like, "Yeah, man, Bitcoins, whatever. We can get rid of the debt." I'm like, "What this nigga talking about? Like, we can't get rid of no debt doing that, nigga. You playing games?" I was like, and so now I was like, okay, somebody got in his ear, and I'll tell you like this: if you go on YouTube, all these little MAGA beard growing, muscle steroid taking, fake ass businessmen, tight ass shirts, woman beating ass niggas is not on YouTube talking about crypto. Like they've been talking about this shit the last 8 years and they done popped up the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
You make it make sense because when I have a homeboy, one of my homeboys follows. I ain't gonna say his name, but he the minute he sent me his page, I was like, bro, this nigga don't know nothing about no crypto. Somebody set him down and told him what was up. And he up here preaching to you niggas, charging you $15,000 to talk to him so he can tell you to take vitamins, drink water, do some workouts, and follow some coin. If
Nasty
y'all niggas
word.
let this nigga your fucking mind. This nigga don't know nothing about no damn crypto. This nigga knows absolutely, he don't know about no blockchain. He don't know about a smart contract. He don't know about an ICP. He don't know about the history of Bitcoin. He don't know about Ethereum or Cardano, Terra Luna, Avalanche, XRP, XLM, Punt. He don't know none of this shit. If you go up there and say that shit, he gonna reroute the little program they
Mm-hmm.
gave him and get
Mm-hmm.
you out the hell up out of there. Oh yeah, it's nice talking to you. He can get you out of there quick. He don't know shit. I was like, and he charging people $15,000 and $500 to go to his
I
conference.
can't. I, anything. If I say anything, I'd be a hater. That's fucked up. But I get it.
They milking these like it just to say, man, let's not even get on Twitter. Twitter mega land. Boy, if you get on there,
Hey, it's
I, because I have to go on there to figure out crypto info, and boy, the lies them niggas be waking up and telling, I ain't never seen no shit. I've never seen no shit like this. They'll just get on there. Oh, Elon Musk talked about XRP. Go watch the video, bro. He didn't say nothing about XRP. The nigga asked him a question, and he did that little stuttering shit he do, and he just moved on to the next question. Why would you lie like that?
yeah.
Like it's so much lies that go on for the market of crypto. That's why this shit is the way it is.
Okay.
So to answer your questions, when you saying why don't we get along? First of all, everybody don't do their homework. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people just, it's like it's like it's like when you get to high school, you had that freshman year. You know how freshman year is. Everybody they come in being who they really are.
Yeah.
Now it's that sophomore year. Niggas get a little taller,
Yeah.
get a FUBU shirt, get some chains, listen to some rap videos. Now all of a sudden they know something about thugging. Well, what are you talking about, bro? You ain't no thug. Nigga, I seen you get beat up by a pole. The nigga pissed on you. Nigga gave you the wedgie. But they don't know, so they just like, oh yeah, he's not like that. That nigga don't know shit. How much? Then oh yeah, how much y'all paying that nigga to lock ticket?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, boy.
Can you do me a
Mm-hmm.
favor, if you'd be so kind?
Mm-hmm.
Give me the layman's terms for blockchain, because I think the average urban person think when they think Bitcoin, they think blockchain. They don't know that it's two separate. It's not even just in the dumb it down for me. What is the blockchain?
Okay, think of the blockchain, and it's funny. I can actually kind of give it to it like this. Let me see. Let's see.
The audio again. Yeah, it's that audio. Okay, hold up. Wait. Go back out and come back in because it jacked up your audio. Okay, he'll be back. He's coming right back. Informative. I'm learning. Yes, I've softened my stance on Bitcoin. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You good?
Okay. So let's do it like this. If you do it in layman's terms, how they gonna say it? The blockchain is a system of recording information in a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. That's not true, but that's what they're gonna say.
Right.
A blockchain is essentially a digital ledger of transactions that is duplicated, distributed across an entire network of computers. So put it like this, right? The blockchain is controlled by nodes. Different cryptos have more or less nodes.
Mm-hmm.
Those nodes control the whole block, control the whole chain of that crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Example: XRP has a lot. They probably have the least nodes of a centralized crypto that's
Okay.
known.
Okay.
Bitcoin has a lot of nodes. Those nodes make it hard for people to control it, supposedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, um, if I can show it, it works like this. How a transaction works on the blockchain is a transaction is requested and authenticated. A block representing that transaction is created. The block is sent to every node in the network. The node validates the transaction. Nodes receive a reward called proof of work, typically in cryptocurrency. So there's something called proof of work and proof of stake.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other proofs for all the other cryptos that are a little bit more complicated. But the ones that matter the most right now is proof of work and proof of stake. Then it says the block is added to the existing blockchain. The update is distributed across the network, and then the transaction is completed. So that's how it works.
Okay. Okay.
Well, mm-hmm.
Has crypto, and I love Mike Check for this. Has crypto turned into its own cult? Has it turned into the hoteps? And I don't mean like the message of the hotep, but I mean has it turned into just, do you see a cult like behavior with crypto people, with crypto folks?
Man, that's why I'm glad I'm on your channel. I say what I want to say, and I ain't got no problem. Man, first of all, I'm going to tell you like this. Like I said before, there's three people in crypto. It's nerds, the businessmen, venture capitalists, dudes, and then usually government operatives that are behind the scene. We don't know too much about them, but if you know, you know.
Yeah.
First of all, majority of people, I'm not in a good. I'm gonna say this. I'm not in a good observation of human beings right now. So I'm just, I'm say this, which is probably not the best thing. Majority of people be posing, man. They be trying to be things that they not.
Okay.
So if you if you don't deal with who you are, but you still get in an avenue and you're trying to make money and you don't deal with who you are, then
Mm-hmm.
you just gonna bring your bullshit to what you're in.
Okay.
A lot of people in crypto that you see, the flashy dudes, they dudes trying to hustle. They dudes trying to finesse. They looking for somewhere to be liked. They looking to be accepted. They looking for people to validate them, to make them feel like what they believe in is actually true,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whenever you looking for something outside to validate who you are anyway, you're probably gonna act like a loser and a weirdo. And when you act like a loser and a weirdo, right, you're gonna be susceptible to being looked at from the outside as a cult or a group. So the question is, yes, cryptocurrency has definitely become a cult, but the reason why is because the MAGA business dudes came to fuck in here with the election shit, and they turned it into something else.
Interesting.
Because before you had people that would be in crypto, they liked it, they talk about, but then the MAGA came in and they blended a whole bunch of shit into it.
Mm-hmm.
So they blend the QAnon shit. They blend the Q shit. They blend the Nasera Jacera shit. They blend the alien shit. They blend the AI shit.
Not
They
the
blend
aliens.
right. They blend the Trump is a time traveler shit. They blame Trump is gonna save the world. Trump got G. They blend all this shit into crypto
Okay.
to
Okay.
where now it has become a cult because
Yeah.
it's like, bro, what? Like, and I always ask him, I'm like, okay, so you came with that. Did you research where that came from?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know who created that? Like, what year it came out? Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
No, of course they did. So I'm like, bro, you really came in here just spouting a whole bunch of shit, but don't nobody check shit in crypto. Like, because dudes be fake ass smooth with their words,
Okay.
and people don't be in it enough to know, he lying. Then they just let people talk, right? I don't be trying to fight everybody and go after dudes and say, "Hey, this nigga fraud," because you know how that turns
It's
into.
not worth
Nigga,
it. Yeah.
that nigga, he got money, he got 100,000 subscribers,
They're gonna come
but I
after
always
you.
tell
Yep.
him, but I'm saying, hey, bro, if I'm not trying to be y'all entertainment and get on here and tell you a coin to chase like a dog chasing his tail all the time. I don't because I understand that in order for you to make money off of a meme coin or short term coins like they talk about,
Mm-hmm.
you either got to be in it very early or you got to have, I keep saying, anywhere from $10,000 and up to pump in the coin weight. And then the days of putting $100,000 and I put $100 and I got $1.5 million, you're lying. There's no other way. You're lying because by the time a coin gets to the centralized exchanges, um, Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, Binance, Qcoin, the coin has already lost its potential of 100xing. Those are the top exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the mid-level exchanges. Where you gonna make the most money is the decentralized exchanges of hearing a coin before it gets dog whistled, because you got in the coin when it was 0.0000000 something.
Yeah.
You have 17 billion of that coin, and then once it catches fire, they shoot the shit up to the second exchange, right? The second mid level. Now let's say you put 10,000, you might got 1.5 or 5 million, but you still got to take it off that exchange. I
And
know I got a homeboy, his homeboy, cool with a dude, right? Because we don't know, that's another thing in crypto. Don't nobody know nobody directly that has millions,
I
but
got
we've
a
all
friend.
heard.
I know a
I
guy.
know
I
that
know.
know
I
nigga
know
that
some
knows
guy.
nobody. That's how it works. Nobody knows nobody directly. I only know one person that actually did something. I got a homeboy that knows somebody that knows somebody,
Yeah.
and we know because he sent the picture. He got $5 million on an exchange right now. He can't take out because what they don't tell you is even if you have you still have to be able to cash it out and send it to an exchange and cash it out to your bank. And here's another thing they don't tell you. Most of these exchanges don't have no liquid to be giving niggas $5 million like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah,
If the banks ain't got no money, right? You go to the banks, you ask them for 50K if you want. Them niggas gonna hit you with it. Yeah, you're gonna have to come back for that,
yeah. We gotta order it. Yeah.
right? And they might, and your account might get deleted tomorrow because yeah, that nigga he tripping. He try, you know what I mean? He try to get some liquid out. He tripping. So if the banks don't got it, why the fuck you think exchanges that ain't never been properly financially audited? Why do you think they would have it? Because people saying that, but who's taking it out? That's my whole thing. Every time we meet people in crypto now, once you've been in this about 3-4 years, you start asking the question. All right, who's taking liquid out? You'll hear, well, I I pulled out 5K. That's cool, nigga. We not asking about that. Oh, well, my man's he pulled out 100,000. Okay. But then I got a homeboy, my homeboy who bought the house. He told me, he's like, bro, when I had 150, I didn't take that out all at once. I had to take that
You gotta
out
piece it out. Yeah,
9,000, 9,000,
yeah.
9,000, this and that. I'm like, no. Okay, so who do we know that's picked out $500,000 and above? Is crickets. You can't find people. That's for a reason, because even if you have it, you still got to be able to liquidate it and do whatever. And from what I've seen on Twitter, weird stuff poltergeists start coming around once people start having a huge amount of money. So I say all that to say, like, it's a lot that comes with this. If look, are people making money? Yes. I'm in groups, I see them making money. But they're people that have already invested anywhere from like 50 to 100,000. It's not no low money, man. It's not, that don't happen to, you'll have a better chance of getting struck with thunder
Mm-hmm.
than I put $100 in and it blew up. Because I'm gonna give you an example for Shiba Inu, the little dog coin they talk about all the time. There's like, if you put $100 in at 2020, by now you would have been a millionaire. And I'm like, okay, what exchange would you have put that on $100? Because I know how it works. I know you got to go to Coinbase, Binance, Gemini, Kraken, send it to a decentralized exchange. That process is gonna be easy. But I know to be able to move that into, it's gonna take 3 contracts to move the coin, bridge the coin, buy the other coin. That's three smart contracts. That's 3 fee transactions. Then you would have had to hold it, wait for it to get 1.5 or whatever, and then send it back. Which means you got to take it from that coin, bridge it, transfer it back, and then send it back to your exchange. That's another 3 smart contracts.
So,
who got the money to be chipped? Like, I'm just telling you what we
oh no,
experienced, man.
no, that.
I'm just telling
Then what's the appeal? If for me to get in, early on a coin, rack up 2 million that I can't take out, and is if I do take it out, I'm going to be on somebody's watch list eventually, and on top of the
you.
fees.
Because these niggas be lying, Sly. Like, these niggas be lying. Like, look, I ain't never been so happy. Like, I'm smiling because I finally get to say what it is. These niggas be lying, man. I'm not saying nobody not making no money. I'm not saying people to deposit. But look, take DeFi. So I'm gonna give you an example.
Uh-huh.
What a lot of people do is they get into something called AV, where they take their crypto, put it on a DeFi platform where they're able to stake it. Okay. Staking means you allow them to hold your crypto for 30 days to 90 days, and then they give you an APY. Okay. It's like having a high yields bank account where you get a percentage, whatever. Okay, the thing about staking is, before White Daddy came in and got on these ashes, the APY for Qcoin was like 50%, 100%, 200%, 400%. Mm-hmm. So for every 1 crypto, they was getting like 5 of them back. This is what happened to Terra Luna, because Terra Luna was the biggest staking protocol. So they was able to get money like the banks, because they was able to get the compound and the interest and da. So dudes was coming up. My homeboy lost 30 grand. He knows somebody lost 80 grand. They was doing what the banks do when we
Mm-hmm.
put our money in. Put our money in. When you put $10 in, they take $9, do whatever they gonna do, and then they tell you you got 10, but they leveraging. That's why when you say, yeah, give me my 10, we ain't got that, but you can come back 2 months ago, we might have it or da da. Dudes was making it off crazy on staking, but I always knew something was weird because one time a girl asked me about some staking on Qcoin, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some staking." So I went to go look it up, and they was like, "Yeah." When I went on Reddit, and they was like, "Yeah, you could do that, but there's like something sketchy about that because the APY is too high." It's like how would they have the money? It's like they're giving away money.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're putting your money in, and then they're giving you five of what you're giving as a reward. I was like, nah, it don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas in running. They want your liquid so they can finally count it towards money and assets. And then what happened was the thing with the Terra Luna, the dude was named Daquan. He could have chose to save the people's money or lose his money.
Oh
Well, I
shit.
guess we know what the fuck happened,
Oh well, yeah, yeah. Every time.
right? The nigga was so sly. He tried to hide his ledger in his damn. He got it surgically planted in his stomach or some shit. He tried to do some James Bond 007 shit. They grabbed that nigga up. He's just not coming back to the United States now. So like, yeah, it's one of those things. Like the incentive used to be DeFi, which means decentralized banking, decentralized yield farms and staking. So you can do the same things that the banks was doing
Mm-hmm.
with leveraging and loaning out your crypto, and then you getting a higher percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Once everything crashed, Blackify, MicroStrategies, Celsius, Voyager.
Okay. Let's let's say it's 5 years from now.
Okay.
They got it on lock and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell your parents, your aunts and uncles? They're stuck in their ways. They just now got away from writing checks.
Mm-hmm.
They learning how to do the debit card thing. They just now starting to text you on the phone. Do you tell them, say, hey, you know what, to keep things very simple for you guys, because I know you guys don't like change, either
Mm-hmm.
invest in Tether and or just wait for the banks to give you this email certification to come to the bank so they can explain to you what's going moving forward as far as the digital information with your monies.
I actually want to answer Chapman's question, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Oh
back
yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
question because he said something about you could use the debit. So here's the thing: they have the crypto debit cards attached to the exchanges. I have one. I have a Coinbase card. Then you have Uphold. They have a card. So basically, if you have crypto on that account, you could use your card to pay for it. That works, and that is good. The only thing about it is the number one thing that we know in crypto is you don't keep your money, you don't keep your crypto on hot wallets. Hot wallets are wallets that are connected to the internet. You don't want to keep your money on exchanges too long because if something weird happens and your shit get liquidated or it disappear, right now at this moment in time, there are no laws for that. So they gonna go to court. SEC gonna do their thing, but it's gonna be about 3 4 years. And weird shit happens all the
All the
time,
time, yeah.
right? So yeah, that's good for using it, but we have a saying in crypto: if you don't have it on a cold wallet, you don't own it. They don't. They not liable if something weird happens. That's on you. So yeah, the crypto debit cards is cool, and it's good to use the money. It's use it on there. But look, this month maybe when I went to the jungle, some snap. I don't know. Sometimes I be thinking like maybe you lost your goddamn mind. I just feel like, hey man, it just used to be a certain type of people in this. It's getting crowded, right? It's like Drake on the Hard Part 6. He's like, yo, this shit burnt the fuck up. Like
Yeah.
it's burnt the fuck up. It's too many people that are not. savvy in technology that are, that are snake salesmen,
Mm-hmm.
that are kind of promoting stuff, which lets me know, like you always say, the people that's out of our pay grade, niggas made calls.
Yeah.
I know it was a lot of calls made between these last 2 years. Hey, fuck what you talking about. This what we on. And that tells me there's gonna be a crash because they got to find a way for something difficult to happen so that they can control it even more. Right? Hegelian dialect, problem solution. The solution has been that Bitcoin is, finite, digital gold, blah, blah, but there's too many connections to the old world. There's too many there's too many eccentric figures in the background that we've seen for years and that are infamous or whatever, that have been in the development of making Bitcoin what it is. Even people don't even notice Satoshi Nakamoto left his keys to a dude named Gary Anderson. Gary Anderson did an interview or a presentation for the CIA on Bitcoin back in 2011. They paid him, I think, $7,000. If you look at the encryption, I think it's the NSA. Was it the Shiite 256? That encryption was created by this, I think, the NSA. So the government's fingerprint is all fucking over Bitcoin. So it's just like y'all ain't learned from the shit that our master teachers and everybody has told us over the years. The shit too seamless.
Mm-hmm.
It's something funny going on. You can't get nothing. You can't get something from nothing. It don't work like that, right? That don't even work in the universal principles and dual hermetic principles. It don't work like that. Something has to come from something. If this is just popping up and people making millionaires, whatever. Here's another thing. All of the Bitcoin millionaires or early crypto millionaires that went to build different coins or DeFi protocol, I don't know. Some of them just got thrown off a fucking boat, killed on a helicopter. Dude got on the page, said, "Hey, if I die, they did it." He died the next day. Everybody's just like, "Oh, da da da." A lot of people don't know this. A big proponent of crypto, the Millen family. A lot of people know the Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, but they don't know about the Millen family.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name. One of the Millen members was very early on Bitcoin and XRP. Now, he with them people. He died 2018. They got him out of here before the real bull run, because he used to talk about, oh, this can be decentralized and helping money. I want to create my own protocol. I want it to not be attached to the banks and da da da. There's like, that's cool. We're gonna talk to him later. Gone. So all of the people that really made off well and wanted to create freedom projects in order for people to really build and take things to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't notice the most secure crypto is not Bitcoin, it's Monero. They try to crash Monero. Monero's been taken off a lot of different exchanges. Monero makes it hard to sniff and track. So it makes it hard for you to see its movement on the blockchain.
Okay.
They don't really talk about Monero a lot. Monero's been taken off a lot of exchanges. Monero did good the last bull run. There's another guy, a crypto called Chia. Chia is very good, very secure, very encrypted. A lot of people don't talk about it. You know what they do talk about? Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Cardano. Go look at all of them. Cardano, Charleston Heston. He started his coin as a Japanese gaming coin back in 2016. He got the hell out of Japan because the guy he was working with, the Japanese dude, the Japanese SEC grabbed him the fuck up because he was creating fake ass coins and exploding. So he left Japan, got some funding, and then created Cardano. He comes from the Ethereum Foundation. The creators of Shiba Inu, they're connected to the Ethereum Foundation. Dude named Thomas Greco. Right? Go look up who that is. Big wig in crypto. You go look at XRP. The dude Justin Sun that created Tron, he worked for XRP when it was open Ripple Labs, or used to be called OpenCoin, back in 2013, 2016. Right? You go look at if you go look at all these coins, it's just a coincidence that everybody branched off and they got their own company. The Microsoft, Apple, right? The whole thing, everybody branched off each other. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a coincidence that everybody know each other, everybody cool. They went on to make, big prominent projects in crypto, get random funding from random companies and all this, and nobody say nothing. Solana is a heavily invested venture capitalist coin that came out 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The very beginning of 2020 blew up by the end, went from zero to like 200 some dollars. We know for a fact that's a venture capitalist controlled coin
Mm-hmm.
for a fact.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
let me ask you, what would you tell a regular schmegular person that's
Mm-hmm.
aware of crypto, that's aware of the blockchain, but doesn't want to deal with it because it just doesn't feel right? What do you tell them moving forward once the banks do what they're gonna, once they centralize in their own coins and stuff? What do you tell the regular person to do in regards to this?
Um, the thing about it is, man, I feel there's no running away from where this is going.
Okay.
We this last election, it's not about picking Camila. It was more so about y'all didn't check and vet what people were selling to you. Like I was saying earlier to you before we got on here, I have more gray hairs in my head than I've had. I didn't even know you had this many gray hairs at 34 because the last 3 to 4 years, I have been trying to figure out what is next because AI is grabbing up, it's evolving extremely fast. So fast that companies are laying off by the thousands. Every other day, another corporation that we know growing up goes out of business. Every other day, commercial real estate buildings or whatever are just being, left. They're going foreclosures every other day. Meta, Nvidia, Open ChatGPT, and Tesla are barking. They're barking about a UBI. Elon Musk tried to be smart. He called it UHI, Universal High Income,
I think I'm right.
right? If you are in this society going forward, you will be using some form of digital payment.
Okay.
Point blank and motherfucking period. There's no stopping this. We didn't check them years ago like we should have. We didn't when COVID happened, we should have acted a goddamn monkey fool. We didn't. They did all that pump faking. Oh man, I ain't take the shot. Da, da, da. Whatever. We'll get on that because one of the problems. We didn't as a collective, not just the niggas, as you know, niggas is funny. As a collective in the United States, we did not show the government, hey, you just not gonna be able to pass certain shit. We gonna run with it. They learned from this. We didn't because people act like the shit didn't happen. This next phase of what's about to happen, there's no stopping the implementation of digital of CBDCs, whatever crypto things they're going to integrate. There's no stopping it. It's already connected to everything. I ain't being melodramatic. I'm trying to say it in a way. Okay, what? So the normal person, if you want to gear up and be prepared for this, all right, let's say it like this: buy you some gold, buy you some silver, get you some real estate. Make sure you get it in a trust and all of the things they say. You want to try to be as privatized as period,
Okay.
because if you're in the public, we're now probably, once they have their event, whatever it's going to be, we're now going to be instrumenting probably digital ID, right? Because we're hearing it, that it's getting louder. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not. It used to be rumors. It's not rumors no more. So there's going to be some type of system of keeping track of everybody. Now, the reason why I'm being fake ass melodramatic and why I'm not knowing what to say is, if it was just Trump, it would have been cool. But you let Elon and a whole bunch of his business cronies roll in with him. And Trump comes out and says, for $1 million, you ain't got to worry about regulation. Who donated the first $1 million? I think it was Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. They couldn't wait. Okay. Elon, Mar-a-Lago is damn near his second home now,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? You go look into what Elon's trying to do. He bought X with P. Diddy's money. I love how y'all love this shit on Diddy, but y'all on Twitter yanking because of Diddy at this point. Just keep that in mind. Elon's vision, and well, you notice Elon's connected to what they call the PayPal mafia. Peter Thiel, David Sachs,
Yeah.
a lot of dudes that have created LinkedIn, Cash App, Y Combinator, Chat GBT, Yelp, you name it. They created it, they bought it, they presented it, we use it. All of the technologies that we're using, they created. He says that he wants to use the X app like WeChat from China.
Right.
If you've seen anything about how China rocks in their major cities, if they want to buy a knife, it has to go through WeChat. They go through something called social credit, not the credit that we know, but a more advanced version. Any disrespect towards the government, any you don't pay your bills on time, you jaywalking, um, you spit on the cement, they're watching that. That goes against your social credit score. If your social credit score too low, you can't shit in the public bathroom, let alone get a house, go to job, daycare. So when Elon says, I want to make my app the main app used in America, like WeChat in China, and now he's running Doge, the Department of Efficiency in the government. What does that mean, Sly?
Buckle up. Buckle up. And
Right?
and you know what's funny? And as bad as Kamala was, you just this I just knew that this version of Trump they gonna let back in was like, this is not gonna end well the way you think it's going. It's just not. It's just not.
Sam Altman, last year,
Yep.
I don't know if you remember,
I remember. Go ahead. Yeah.
last year around this time, they was having a revolt within Chat GBT,
Yeah.
because the conversation was he was trying to adapt shit too fast,
Mm-hmm.
and the board members was like, okay, we need to get in control of this. He pulled a white boy move and said, hey, I'm leaving, and 90% of the company's leaving with me. So you're either gonna put me back in, or this shit's done. Got back in, kicked out all the board members. He's trying to make the public from nonprofit to public.
The public. Yeah.
That's why Elon Musk keeps shitting on himself, salt dropping. Oh, dude, every chance he get, hey man, why do we trust him? Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Because he's mad because he tried to jack the shit back in 2018, and they told him no.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna let you do so you can claim ownership. You're just gonna have to be okay with what you did and be on the board. He said, "Fuck him. I'm gonna do my own thing, create XAI," and he's at where he's at now.
Yeah.
The conversations are: we have AI, AGI, ASI, OI, UI. AI, we all know about that, right? Now they're talking about AI agents that can go run and build and do everything with the least just a statement.
Yep.
Then you have ASI, artificial super intelligence. Then you have OI, organoid intelligence, growing human brains in petri dishes and using that as a way to suffice for the AI because it's less room, and also the human brain has more memory.
Yeah.
Then you have UI, uploaded intelligence. So uploading your consciousness into the digital space. They're working on it.
Yeah.
Please believe they didn't yank some goofy dude and he's in the internet, his spirit in there right now.
Lawnmower
Right?
man.
They're not saying anything,
Yeah.
but the conversations, because when IT, the rumors are getting louder. So when old dude says for $1 million and above, it's free game. Come to Marcialago, kiss the goddamn ring, you own. We ain't got no beef. If you talk crazy about me in the past, money make me feel better. What you want to do? So if we hearing those conversations
Yeah.
and this happens, another thing, I'm gonna say it like this: the drones, right? I remember watching your thing. You said that they was looking for nuclear material, and
Mm.
that's the best way they could do it without off charting. I said I like that. So I did a little research. I said, all right. I don't know if you've seen it when Trump, JD Vance, and Elon Musk was, on the jumbotron. They had the USSA sticker, and they had a company called Patera.
Okay.
Now go look up who owns Patera, who created it. Peter Thiel.
Mm.
Patera is the biggest surveillance software across the world used for governments to watch everybody. Now, Peter Thiel owns Patera. Elon Musk owns Starlink and Neuralink. But if I asked you, who's the biggest drone company in the United States up until this moment? Do you know?
No.
Elon Musk's brother owns a drone company called Nova Skies.
Okay.
So we just had the biggest drone display across the United States after the brother of the guy that owns the biggest drone company in the world, his brother, now got elected to government. And we just had all these drones for display. And if you go watch the Polera commercial, they had it to where they had the submarines and ships go into the middle of the ocean and shoot out a whole bunch of drones. Now, is this a coincidence?
No, no such thing as coincidence. No, no such thing.
So the question would be, they're all getting ready. This is the biggest business, military, government psyop we've ever seen happening in our eyes. They're not hiding nothing.
No, no need to at this point. What are you going to do? What are we going to do?
Oh yeah, because the niggas too busy trying to hustle Bitcoin and steal money from each other, and do all this weird shit, have sex cults and gangs, and thinking that if they eat enough herbs and plant medicine, they can fight the robots. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just watching it, and this goes to your question you asked me in the beginning. The reason why Black people don't want to be in crypto or technology is because Black people hate being in reality.
Okay.
Case simple and plain. They love fairy tales of the past. They love what we used to be in Egypt. They love people telling them they gods and goddesses, but they don't love the fact that you're doing all that within white daddy society.
Mm-hmm.
And every time one of you niggas even think about getting loud, getting smart, getting wise, your ass getting grabbed up. And it's for the worst of crimes.
Yeah.
They snatched R. Kelly. He in there singing duets and all the other shit. Crazy now. I love but gone. They got Diddy in there being a mob boss. He's Diddy in the same cell with Tekashi 69 and Sam Bradford, the crypto guy. Weird as hell. Now they got Jay-Z contemplating on this. Next time we see Jay-Z, he's gonna cut his hair. He
Man.
finna get all that shit together,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? He finna be the most cleanest cut we ever seen,
Yeah.
right? And I say all that to say this all blends in together. It's not a coincidence. Also, if you look at the Drake shit and the beef with him and Kendrick, he rolled out the tailor-made AI freestyle, right? You know, part of what they were saying this little contract that he sued was they was going to use Drake to implement AI
Right.
a lot heavy
Yeah.
to get rid of who. So if you watch it, their AI is taking over everything. Everything is becoming digital. That's what this fight is about. The who's going to control digital real estate for the next 100, 200 years. That's what you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not one of those things of, oh, well, I don't have to use crypto, da da da. Well, they're not taking cash. And every time you let one of these greasy bank niggas tell you cash don't mean shit anyway.
Right.
Then you got BRICS. Brazil, Russia, China, South Africa. They got their own notes. And a lot of people don't even know this. If I ask you, Sly, who funded BRICS? You like, come on, Sly, you well educated man. You read books and shit. Come on, man.
No,
Come on.
no, I like the way you think. I like how you put everything together. I'm learning,
Okay.
man.
So when I went to go do my research, I realized that the first people, the conglomerate or group that named BRICS was Goldman and Sachs
Okay.
back in 2001. From what I was remembering and putting together, they had been funding that initiative from 2001 to 2015.
Mm.
Now, the question I would ask is, why the fuck would an American company be funding an operative for other countries coming together to create their own currency?
Right.
Can somebody explain that to me?
Okay. I like where you're going. I remember years ago when they were gonna do the Amero coin. You remember they had the pallets of Amero quarters
Mm-hmm.
and the Amero
The
dot.
NAP,
Yeah,
the North
yes,
American
yes,
Trade
and
Union.
just
I remember
sitting in
that. I
the
was in high
warehouse.
school.
Yep,
I
and
remember.
they never broke it out. But they were like, the Amero's coming, the Amero's coming, because it's supposed to be for the entire
Mm-hmm.
Americas. That was going to be the American coin, and then Europe was going to have its own coin, and then so and such Africa's going to have its own coin. So I guess
So,
in so many ways. Go ahead. No, no, go ahead.
no. So okay, I'm glad you said that because that's where CBDCs come in.
Yes.
Every other country, the European nation is trying to develop their own CBDC. France, Dubai, Africa, India, China, Japan, Singapore, Indonesia, right? Greenland, Germany. Everybody's creating their CBD project as we know, as we speak. Canada, Justin Trudeau has been hinting towards that, but they hate him, so it's kind of hard for him to do anything.
Man.
I don't. It's funny. The guy from Mexico, they've been creating it, but they just been kind of quiet about it. And if you heard Trump, one of the things he went off with the election is, yeah, we're gonna fight CBDCs. We're not gonna do none of that. Blah blah. This and that. This and that. But the goofy bronze head ass nigga keep saying, man, sure would be nice to add Canada as the 51st state.
Yeah, 51st state. Yeah.
Sure would be good if Mexico, we finally get the territory, da da da. I go on Twitter, all the MAGA dudes, ha ha ha, that's so great, da da da. Me, I'm like, well, first of all, that's very disrespectful to another country, right? You that's extremely disrespectful, right? But Justin Trudeau don't say nothing because he kind of can't because he's
Oh,
in a position where he's not very liked.
right.
The Mexico, Trump was like, yeah, all the drug lords, they come from Mexico. Mexico president was like, hey, so you want to tell them about all your government's involvement, your agency's involvement in all our shit and why it's like that? Which we all know that they'll never get rid of drugs. Drugs is, how that goes. Like,
Yeah.
you've said it enough. So it's like, if you put two and two together, if people, they needed to be speaking in layman's terms, the one world government is here.
Mm.
They just ain't came with the names yet. They ain't gave you y'all dramatic displays that y'all need for this drama, this reality show. It's here,
Yeah.
right? The World Economic Trade Forum said back in 2016, you will own nothing and be okay with it. They
Yeah.
have 15-minute cities and smart cities all over the place in China. Interestingly enough, there are smart city initiatives in every major city in America. They just quiet about it. Tampa just had the flood. They have a 15-minute city initiative on their website. Hawaii, 15-minute city initiative. New York says 15-minute initiative. They Everybody brought their ass down over here to Texas, right? Why? They even brought the stock market down here. Now, if you watch any end of the world dystopia movie from the 90s, they always had America set up in four zones: West Coast, East Coast, Texas, Mid Coast.
Yeah.
So what you see going on now?
Yeah.
Every time we turn around, they keep talking about, oh man, Texas is going to succeed, blah, 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 blah. They keep talking about succession, how everything going to separate and all this other stuff. You go look at the HR bills of an emergency, turn emergency zones. I think it's 10 to 5 emergency zones, and the government has put over them, whatever. I know it sounds crazy or I'm doing a lot, but it's like, nah, bro. Like, this stuff is on public record.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't This ain't our metaphysical teachers over there, the lecture doing 9-hour lectures, and us just like, damn, that shit crazy. Isn't he dropping that heat? This white daddy's website saying, hey, we're thinking about doing this coming soon. And the coming soon is we need an event to pop some shit off. Because another thing people don't recognize with crypto, if I say Slime, do you remember why we had a bull run back in 2020, 2021?
Remind me, enlighten me.
Stimmy checks,
Oh,
PPP
that's
loans, and
right.
bailout money.
Okay. That feels like years ago. Like, wow, I can't
It
believe.
was literally around the corner. Stimmy checks, PPP loans, and bailout money
That's right. Okay.
is how the boom run started. So it's just like, hey man, it's coming. It's
Yeah. I
the
mean,
first 2 days in 2025. It's shoot Las Vegas, car blowing up. They didn't stop the freeway because of a bomb. They working early. Waka Flocka out here posting fake pictures of getting beat up. I don't know what the
yeah.
hell that's
Right.
about. That's weird. Right? That's just weird because he said he posted the picture to show how people gravitate towards news or whatever. It's like, man, go sit your ass down somewhere, bro. We got all this shit going. You want to
Mm,
be a social justice warrior, and you be saying crazy shit, which I get. Everybody can do what they want to do, but
mm.
it's just like, and it's coming. We all know that at this point, right? When that event happens, that's when I speculate things will be accelerated. If you ask the question of doing certain things ain't been taken off, that it doesn't solve anything yet. It has to solve something for the majority of people to adopt it.
Do you think that's when the next bull run will be before they crash it?
I have two theories on that. I
Okay.
think either they're gonna crash it in the middle, or because the way I see it, it's like the best thing for them to do is that for it to go to a certain level and then crash it. That'll run a lot of people out and then instrumentate CBDCs and everything else. So I think it's either going to be in the middle I think it's either so. Me and my people that's in crypto, we talk about this a lot. Like, okay, when do you see the Black Swan I-9 event? Right. I always say, all right, at this point, I think it's going to be in the middle.
Okay.
I think they going I think that a lot of people are going to get excited. They're going to see Bitcoin go to a super crazy price. And while this is happening, I think a lot of political, geopolitical, maybe somebody trying to throw a dart at Trump again. I think a lot of things are going to be happening. I think that's when the bull run is going to start to do its thing.
Okay.
And I think that's when things are going to crash. And I think that's how you would implement a system, because then it's like, okay, things are in chaos. This is the solution. Here's how we can help it. Here's how you could get this pandemic check. This next one, because the next one's probably going to be through cryptocurrency.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think the next one will be through the next stimmy check y'all get will be through a CBDC. They not
So
finna just give a check. That's just me. Mhm.
okay. No, I like what you said. So basically, the normies just wait for it to come, and they'll take care of it for you. Just at this
So here's
point.
the no, and here's the thing. I'm not saying you can't make money in crypto. There are people that make money. I'm not saying you can't do the DeFi, the yield farming, the staking.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that it's all doom and gloom.
Mhm.
What I'm saying is, don't come in here thinking that crypto is Jesus.
Okay.
There are protocols and standards and understanding and history and things you have to understand to get in this, to survive this, because there's a lot going on.
Okay.
And I have met a lot of people, right? We have dedicated the last 3, 4 years, day after day after day after day after day after day after day, holiday, rain, sleet, or slow, middle of getting ass, whatever, to understanding what's going on to the market, right? To enough to where we had to go. I particularly had to go in the past to understand. Okay, what happened the last bull run or the last bull run before that? What coin did y'all like? What happened? When did the venture capitalists come in? When did the big wigs come in?
Okay.
What was the rumors? What did y'all use? I had to kind of, because I wanted to know. Okay, how did the pattern and the trend happen? Right. I wanted to know. Okay, what exchanges did y'all use before? What was the process of transfer? I wanted to know all that to understand how we got here. Because I understand where you're at, you understand where you came from.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't really do that with crypto. I I haven't made as much money in crypto because I'm trying to learn the history. I'm not necessarily trying to run off with the bag, because I also understand that in order to run off with the bag, you gotta either be taking this coin, 10x, take that, put in another coin, 10x, take that, put another coin, 10x, take that, 5x, take that, 4x. It's a lot that kind of comes with that, right? A lot of chances to be taken with that, because unless you with them people, you don't know.
Mhm.
Now, a lot of cryptos are, they have, every crypto will have one run, right? People put a little bit of money in there, cool, but you don't know when it's going to stop. A lot of people have gotten pump and dump. I lost money in a coin called Safe Moon and Saitama.
Mhm.
Saitama had, what's the dude, Mike, what's the dude from Houston that was involved in the coin that was shitting on Scarface because he didn't go to the Grammys with him?
Oh shit! Damn it! I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Saitama. The dude in Saitama got yanked up. He getting sued by the SEC. He won't talk about the coin if you put a gun to his head, because
Mm.
they got in trouble for scamming or some shit like that.
Okay.
Snake Moon was a big coin. They had that coin doing commercials for FIFA, right? So I have gotten pump and dumps, and so I say all that to say you can make money in crypto. You can, but you gotta be smart about it, and you can't come in this thinking like this your saver. It's one of the options to make money.
Okay.
But what you do need to be doing with crypto is trying to understand it, because your it will be what you use to navigate your life going forward. There is no turning back. There's not a situation where it's like, oh well, I can avoid it. You cannot avoid it for too long.
Mm-mm.
right? The banks, the government, BRICS, the IMF, the BIS, the World Banks, the World Economic Trade Forum, the Trilateral Commission, the Council of Foreign Affairs. I'm mentioning White Daddy. I'm not talking about 58 keys and another nigga talking about how they answer shit. I'm telling you, when they speak, shit happens. So when they speak, you need to listen. It's not one of them things like, oh, da da da. That's how we got caught with COVID because for years they kept saying the most important thing is going to be this. The most important thing going forward is going to be this. Bill Gates brought his ass up there, said it's going to be this. Obama, before he left, created a pandemic initiative. So it's because it's going
That's
to
right.
be this.
That's right.
We used to look at them people in China crazy all the goddamn time. Why them niggas wearing masks? Why this is not blah, blah,
Oh
right?
God.
And then this shit happened to us.
Look
Now
at
we
us.
understand.
Mm-hmm.
So when Elon Musk says that I want to make my app like China, well, let's go look at China.
Yeah.
Let's go look. Let's go look what they got going on because that's our future. You can deny it, get mad, da da da, this and that. Truth is, let's get to the melanated is. Y'all don't got enough balls to go to war for what it would really take for us to branch off and survive and do our own thing. Truth is, y'all want to be white daddy. You ain't mad because he fucking your women. You ain't mad because he re-educating your children to be their workers. You just mad you not able to stun on a nigga and talk about the bag you got and how these hoes love you. Like y'all rappers. Y'all ain't putting in no muscle to understand what they get ready to implement. You ain't putting in no muscle to sit up there and re-educate and tell your people how important it is to pay attention to technology. Because if you don't pay attention to technology, you gonna live in the woods. You niggas can't stay outside without sweating for 5 minutes and bitching and crying. So how you think you finna survive in nature? Y'all
Yeah.
used to live nice luxury hotels, Gucci and Fendi shirts, fake ass, fake ass cars, Lambos, and all this other shit, and being fly and fuck up. So what you gonna do when white daddy run up on you and say, "Hey nigga, turn around, put your hand out"? This or a re-education camp because that's what they have in China.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to listen?
Yeah.
We got you. We got a place you could go,
Yep.
and after you come back, you'll be good. I
Yep.
promise. You don't have to worry about what we talking about no more.
My man Cal, I've had you on for almost 2 hours, brother. Where can
Okay,
people
man.
find you? Like I said, I'm gonna shoot you Ty City's email because I want you over there on his crypto streams and stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
where can people find you if they want to get at you?
I'll send you my email.
Okay.
You can send me the email. Look, despite the negativity that I talk about it, because I be honest, I know the coins that can make money in the short term, and I know the coins that can make money in the long term.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really talk about that as much towards people as I should because I don't want to put people in something and they don't have an understanding of what's going on. So yeah, okay. Oh man, I made money, but I don't want you to be in there make money and then they yank it and then you looking lost and confused because everybody. I'm just not want to do it. It's hard for me to do that,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's hard. I don't know why. It's really a problem because the society we live in, you got to, you got to keep it moving. But so that's why I'm telling you all this. I'm saying all this to say, hey, look, if you go look of if you go look at the history of this stuff, it's way too connected to the people that y'all quote unquote call enemies or bad guys or which whatever call it you want to call it, it's way too connected for them people, for people not to be aware of it now. It's gotten too big. The president of the United States is talking about creating a Bitcoin reserve, which means putting our tax paying money or whatever it is to be a reserve. And he's talking about using it to get us out of debt.
Yeah.
Other countries are talking about creating their own bridges and um, forks and all this other stuff. And if you go look into Bitcoin and you go look into there's another thing. BlackRock had a commercial not too long ago where they showed Bitcoin being a valuable commodity, and then they said it being finite can be changed.
Interesting.
Right. So
Interesting.
them saying that made a lot of people be like, what? You can't change that. But I keep telling people, no, you can't change that. They gonna do what they want to do.
Right.
And it's been shown because you they slid it in there. They didn't say it. It was the caption. So I was like, well, why would you put a caption saying that, but you wouldn't say it with your words per se?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, because we know words, spells, blah, blah. We know the games that they play. We've been in this long enough to know, we just got to throw things out there, stick it to the wall. And if you could get control of the nodes, you could change what happens to the crypto on the blockchain. And while my homeboy, we argue about this all the time, he's like, bro, you would have to get in contact with all of the nodes to change it. I said, so what's the problem? We don't see hackers from other countries doing all types of. They just come out a day or 2 days ago talking about the Chinese hacked the United States Treasury,
Yeah.
not the Federal Reserve, the Treasury. The
Yep.
Treasury is where the real money is. So what do you mean? I'm just asking people, man. Like it's too much going on. So I'll give you my email, and
Let me.
we could go from there. The same email that I emailed you from, you could give out my email as
Okay. Let me pull
first.
it so I can spam it.
Mhm.
Give me one moment. Where's it at? There we go. Okay. Copy. All right, now let me find my channel.
And I didn't even give no crypto picks, so I'll do it like this. Um, I would tell people in the short term, coins like Solana, Sui are good. In the long term, I
Mm-hmm.
would tell people to get involved in H bar,
Okay.
XLM, XDC, Bit Sensor, Quant, IOTA. I would tell people to get into XRP. Now, the thing about XRP is why XRP is so important is XRP, Ripple, they're the only company to halfway kind of beat the SEC,
Okay.
right? Um, the SEC, they won the case saying that XRP is not a security, so they appealed it. The conversation is that once Trump and his administration gets in, they might get rid of the appeal. Ripple has, it would seem they have a lot of contracts. Matter of fact, if you go into the World Bank files, the two coins that they suggest for cross-border payments are XRP and Ripple.
Okay.
If you go to IMF, the two coins they talk about that they like, XRP and Ripple. Bank of America, we like Ripple going forward. We like the technology and we want our customers to be up to date. Banks in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Scotland. Japan said by 2025 they're going to put all of their solutions on the XRPL blockchain. So I I bring up Ripple because for some reason there's a lot of different corporations and companies and countries. And the Fed Now website that's connected to the Federal Reserve, which is connected to the IRS, they have Ripple and HBAR, which is another ISO coin. So it's like I try to kind of tell people, hey, them other coins that people make money from, you can make money from them, but what's going to run the world? It's seeming like it's these ISOs.
Okay.
So my thing would be if you keep saying, and then here's nothing. It's we're in the era of X, right? So you got X, XRP, XLM, XDC. For some reason, they're playing with that. I don't know why, but they've kind of made it very evident that that's the realm that they're moving in. I don't know why.
Well, brother, I would tell you come up for air, man, because I can tell by your demeanor and you've been in this for a good minute, and don't get lost in this, man, because
No, no, no. I
you
mean,
know,
because it's heavy. It's heavy. Look, like you said, XRP is a crypto is a bigger plan of everything that's happening.
yeah,
I am now coming for it because I'm just like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But it sucks because it feels like a lot of people that were on that boat
mm-hmm,
don't even know what's going on that boat because they're either in denial or they're just so happy that they think they're about to make this crazy amount of money. Trump is a businessman, everything's going to go good. And already there's been civil wars on Twitter. Trump has reneged on the income taxes, reneged on immigration, reneged on prices getting cheaper.
yeah,
He's reneged on everything, and he's not even in there.
yeah,
Musk, Musk looks he's crashing out but not in a super crash out way, but he's showing his true colors
yeah.
sooner than we thought he would. I don't think Musk and Trump are going to be cool these whole 4 years.
Oh, there's no
They're,
way. No.
they're going to crash out probably within the next two
Yeah,
years.
they're too much the same person, two A personality types. Like that's not gonna work.
But it's enough time for all the cronies and goonies to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does bother me because it's like it sucks to see the world change in front of your eyes and you can't really do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mm,
I remember Dr. Delver Blair said that if the world that we're in now, he didn't want to be in.
okay.
And it's like, okay, we're in the Big Brother 1984 world, and very soon, just to travel, have a good time, and do all that, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to change. It's going to turn into all this weird stuff strictly because people don't hold their government or corporations accountable, even
Personally,
in the slightest. And that's weird because it's like when you ask melanated folk,
yeah.
they keep saying God got me, Jesus got me. I don't worry about that. I let the men worry about that. When you ask the men, I mean, bro, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. The only thing you can do is fuck bitches and get money.
Well, no, I'm glad you said that because you think about it. Look what you got to do to get on an airplane. That's why I hate flying. I avoid flying just for that very reason. Like taking off my shoes. Like we're still doing that. Taking off our belts. We're still doing that. Like I'm good. I'm
And,
good.
and, and then niggas go in there, hey, bro, yeah, this soap bottle too big, bro. This just
Yeah,
soap,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Nigga pull my shit out, hey, bro. I'm like, bro, why you pulling that shit out in public, bro? You trying to play me some shit like that? You on some freaky bull time? What's up,
yeah,
bro? Like, come on, what you doing? Right?
yeah.
Like, And we all know that that was created from the Patriot Act for everything else, and not, so it's like they're taking our freedoms away, and it should bother people because if you can't have free, if we don't have freedoms, there's no more tummy tea,
Yeah.
there's no more social influencer, there's no more trips to Dubai, there's no more fake ass vacations, there's no more veneers, there's no more a lot of shit without you having something that says you're now deemed to be in that society.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it is what it is. It is what it is at this point.
Well, we're gonna get ended there. This is a very, very, very powerful conversation. I am honored to have this conversation with you. I look forward to bringing you back, and we're doing this
Yeah,
again, doing a part two, part three. Um, Everybody, if you want to get in contact with him, his email's in the chat. I definitely gonna need to link you up with my guy Mike Check Global because he does the crypto academy out of Atlanta. So I definitely want you brothers
okay,
to get together. And
no problem.
yeah, 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 for sure. So any last words you got for the people before I let you get up out of here?
Um, nah, man. I think everything needs to be said, man. I'm just gonna say, please, melanated folk, pay attention. Right? You ain't gotta listen to nothing I'm talking about. Do your own research. Like really do your own research. Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe I went to the jungle and what is it? Do your own research, but I'm telling you, we can't just be sitting by watching this stuff and not understanding what's going on. Technology is a big part of our society now. So we can't be afraid of it. We need to understand what's going on. If you don't understand what's going on, I can promise you these next 4 years are going to be a quote unquote what the Christians call a rapture. We are really going to figure out who run this shit. And it ain't niggas. Niggas run their mouth.
That's about it.
So yeah, that's all I'd say. Thank you, Salah.
Hey, thank you for coming through, and we'll be in. I'll be on the
Okay,
behind the
yeah, yeah.
scenes and stuff. All right, my brother. You have a good night.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Yeah. So that was a very good stream. Because I'm not the biggest proponent for crypto and all that stuff. I'm just like, hey, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Whatever. But yeah, I learned something. So I definitely had to go back and rewatch this and take notes. So I'm appreciative he came through and gave me some of his time. So hopefully you guys learned something from it. If you already knew half the stuff he was talking about, that's great. But for a lot of us that are like, oh, I didn't realize that angle and this angle. So yeah, hey, I try. Thank you, sis. I try. All right, tomorrow is the return of Charlie, and Saturday. I don't know what am I got Saturday. I don't know. I got some every day this week. So with that being said, thank y'all for coming through. Yeah. So everybody have a good night. Y'all have a good peace.